Hello! This is the one episode rule. I'm Magpie, and as usual, I've forgotten my intro joke. I do have some news for later, though. In the meantime, would the rest of you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Blackle, and my computer's haunted.
Yeah.
My computer's been crashing a lot recently. In fact, one night it crashed 12 times. And
It's a lot of times.
I was like, I need to figure out why this is crashing. So I started running some stress tests to try to get it to crash reproducibly. And it wouldn't crash when I ran the stress tests, ever. And so I thought, that's a solution. I'm a pragmatist. So now I'm running a stress test in the background while I do this podcast, so my computer won't crash.
Fantastic.
Horrifying. I'm Emma, and as of recording tomorrow, and as of upload yesterday, was my birthday. What are you all getting me?
I am going to cancel The Assassin.
Oh, my favorite show on HBO Max.
I'm gonna
sure.
I'm gonna cancel the podcast.
Well, thank you. It's what I've always wanted.
I'll bring the bolt cutters down to the basement and finally let you go.
My cage.
Your Minecraft jail.
My cage.
Emma, for your birthday, I'm going to invest in a very special new procedure to erase memories from your mind.
Okay.
So you won't have to ever know what Juden-chan is ever.
Thank you.
And if you're extra special, if you're extra nice this coming year, when your next birthday rolls around, I'll erase the memories of conception from your mind as well. Unfortunately, within that time, we will have seen at least 3 more anime that will need to be removed from your mind, at least at some point.
That's really true. I think Juden-chan is the priority, though, for me. I think I could really do with some Eternal Sunshine on the Pissless Mind.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, I'm going to buy you that Inuyasha shirt I linked in here.
That's not a threat.
We're going to have to take a power wash to your old corpus callosum.
I'll wear that Inuyasha shirt to go to work, and then I'll be eaten alive. Eaten alive. I'll be eaten alive.
Yeah. Wait, so is your work anime phobic?
No, actually, several of our listeners work there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because Joey's workplace is anime. I don't want to say anime-philic. That sounds real bad.
Yeah.
But we do know that Joey watches a lot of anime at work.
Joey could not join us today. They were tragically.
They were killed by dogs.
They were tragically eaten by a Menos Grande.
But that's a shame because then later they were canceled. Anyway. So anyway, speaking of canceled, I have some anime news.
I'd love to hear it.
We're gonna get into this bit, and if you have bits you would like to spring upon the listening public, then you should think about them while I cover the news. So first on the docket, looks like there's going to be a new Ghost in the Shell series coming to Netflix, which is called Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045. That's probably standalone complex. I've seen the trailer and it looks bad.
Oh no!
It just looks real bad, y'all.
Oh no! You hate to see it.
It's got a very Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within quality to it.
Uh-oh.
From what I can see, it is. It's fully 3D, and I hate it. But it is Ghost in the Shell, so it will still probably be worth watching.
Sure.
That's one of those animes I really need to see at some point. Because I am a cyberpunk.
Oh, you would love Ghost in the Shell. But let's see, what else have we got? Oh, yes. fulfilling a prophetic moment that Emma had a couple of episodes ago.
Uh-oh.
Netflix has announced a anime film based upon The Witcher
Holy shit!
called The Nightmare of the Wolf. So finally, Geralt is an anime.
Holy shit!
Geralt.
Geralt, he's an anime.
Just call me Delfino Urakaru.
Is he a oh no, I forgot the word.
Is he a?
Shonen.
Well, what's the size of his hands?
I'm looking for Bishonen. You're correct.
Yes.
What are the size of?
I don't. That's not how this works.
Henry Cavill's hands are very big.
So's the rest of them.
The whole of him is big, and I hope they have him do the voice in the anime as well, because it's just incredible.
I kind of want the video game Witcher guy to do the voice for it, but that's just me. Because he sounds so tired.
Ashamedly, I do not know who the video game Witcher is. I don't know who voices him.
I can look that up right now.
Henry Cavill has this sort of like wet rat quality in his voice that he does for Geralt, which I appreciate a lot.
Wet rat.
Yeah, he.
That's what they called me in high school.
Like this.
Oh, that
Yeah,
that
he sounds like a rat.
That sounds like literally any video game person.
Well, I'm gonna be
For the
real.
last so long.
I'm gonna be real here. I found this guy. I, however, do not know how to say his name without it being insulting. So we're just gonna move on.
You could send it to the group, and then Blackle, who's famously good at.
Oh, I'm
pronouncing
so
names
good
she's
at
never
saying
seen
names.
before,
Okay,
could take care of it for us.
I'll knock this one out of the park.
we'll see.
And I'll hit someone's windshield.
Yep. Okay.
It's gonna go straight out of the Sandlot and over the fence. Okay,
Yeah.
now hang on.
Do Google.
Okay, yeah, it's it must be that, because
Yeah,
I can't.
That's got to be the one.
That's it. Yeah.
Dog cook.
But
Dog cook.
anyway, yeah, there's going to be it's going to be a Witcher anime, because of course there is. We'll see how that turns out. I will, for one, watch that. But
I will absolutely watch it.
and a bit of obscure news. I always like to sneak in these freak ass stories. I'm not familiar with any of the source material here, but I picked this up from a website called Sora News 24, and
My old alumni.
they report that you can finally go to a cafe in Japan and eat an anime character's dick.
What?
I'm sorry?
Specifically, they're going to they either already have or are going to set up some temporary cafes based on a show called Interspecies Reviewers, which we will not be watching on the show because it is basically about three fantasy people touring various whorehouses and reporting on their quality for a book. For
I'm
a
sorry.
guide. Yeah.
Are they like fucking monsters or something?
Yeah.
We
No,
need to
that's
watch this anime.
That's something you do on your own time.
All right.
But the dish in question is called Crimvale's Super Thick Sausage. And it's
Oh.
ready to leave a special taste in your mouth.
Stop teasing us on this fucking podcast.
Where's the restaurant?
Is this the picture?
I don't know.
Whoa.
That is the picture from the article.
Hey now.
My goodness.
I do not know exactly where they are going to open this cafe.
It looks.
It's probably
Good.
going to be in the. Let's see. It's going to be hosted at Maki Asobi Cafe, which has 5 branches in Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, Kitakyushu, and Tokushima City from January 18th to February 16th.
And,
I'll tell you something. It looks, and to use the French, yummy nummy.
You like that one, huh?
And I bought my tickets. There we go. Okay. So I have an announcement. I will be unavailable for the next few weeks of the podcast. I have a business trip coming up.
I have to go to Japan and eat a middling-looking sausage with an onion ring on top of it.
Just one.
Just the
Just
one.
the one.
Just the one.
Yeah, because you got to be like, you know.
The presentation here is pretty on point. So
It's nice.
It is. I especially like the off-white
Sauce or
compote. I don't know.
let's see.
Yeah, that's good. I like the way that the sausage is hanging over the side of the plate.
Yeah, exactly. I have some.
This has got to go in the liner notes, no?
It's got to go in the liner notes. But even if it doesn't go in the liner notes, I do have a bit of a blurb here for this particular dish, which is
Oh.
the oddly shaped onion ring represents Crimvale's broken halo, while the leaves of arugula substitute for angel's wings. The gigantic
Oh.
sausage drizzled in creamy cheese sauce, meanwhile, is meant to be, well, Crimvale's giant sausage.
Okay.
I didn't know that our boy here was an angel.
I
Emma,
have nothing
could
to
I
say.
also, could you
This-
send me your flight details?
And
This segment is over.
Oh, yep. And the second ticket is secured. So Magpie is going to be alone for the next few weeks. All of the other hosts, we have just individual, totally unrelated to the bit we just did, business trips that we are all going on at the same time.
I'm going to counter-indicate that and say that the next few weeks will actually be hosted on location in Japan,
Fuck.
while I
Mhm.
take a sabbatical.
All right. Well, I know what we're watching next week then. I have a bit actually.
You have a
You
bit.
have a bit.
I have a bit which is topical because I
Hmm.
have to tell you guys that Bite came out, which is Vine 2, the sequel to Vine.
Electric Boogaloo.
And I got an account, and I've been posting a lot.
I've seen some
And
of
if you
those.
want to follow me on Byte, I'm Blackle. I'm
Alright.
at Blackle on Byte. Just plugging myself here. You know, there is no such thing as free clout, which is why I gotta hustle every day.
How many self plugs is too many?
I would say, I don't know. You'd have to watch my Byte account to see. the
Okay,
answer to that
all
one.
right.
This
so
this is the funniest place to do self plugs.
yeah, I feel
Because
like
nobody
your Byte
watches
account,
this.
Your Byte account probably has more followers than we do.
That's probably true.
You got to redirect the stream the other direction.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do
speaking
that.
of
I'll have to
redirect-
record. I'll have to record a small segment of like a good joke on this podcast
Sure,
In
and
order
then
to
spread
put
it around.
on my
Okay.
Byte.
We'll
However,
see
I'm gonna
that.
need some help finding one.
Yeah, we'll see
Uh,
that. We'll see that in a few months.
Yeah. Speaking of redirecting streams, this is the one episode rule. It's a podcast about first impressions and anime. And what are we doing this week?
It's up to you, Emma. You got the keys to our Crunchyroll.
Yeah, this one's on you.
Oh right, it is on me. I forgot that I already chose the. Okay, so anyway,
You forgot that you had
Sad.
stalled us from recording by 10 minutes in order to find the link to this anime.
Okay. All right, Matthew, our editor Matthew, can you roll that back for just, and we'll do a clean one, okay? All right. Hi, welcome to the one episode rule. This is a podcast. Matthew, can you take it back one more time?
This bit is just inexplicable.
I'm just having a heavy burtation. So this week, we're gonna watch something that Crunchyroll, the website that we all use and love, every episode, advertised to me, and it looked like prime material.
Oh.
We're gonna watch Dr. Stone.
Oh yeah,
Never heard of that.
yeah, Dr. Stone. I've been seeing that dude with his freak ass hair.
He
Is
looks
that like Doctor Strange?
I mean,
Maybe.
he looks like Rick and Morty. Like,
It does look a little bit like an anime Rick and Morty.
yeah.
And for this show, given our purview, I could hope for nothing less.
I'm banking on that for this episode. I hope it's
Sorry.
Hope it's a
Swifty.
real
No.
pickle. Right?
Are we watching the dub?
Yes.
We've already answered this
Thank
question.
God.
We
It
are
does
watching
not matter.
Well, I am going to be watching the dub. Because it's been a while. It's been a while. Matthew, can you cut that out? That wasn't very good.
All right, I've had enough of the Matthew joke. Well, we're back. Before we start, I have just decided to admit defeat on an aspect of organization I wanted to introduce. The one-word synopsis thing is not working.
You don't think?
I
think
thought-
it's working fine.
I thought it was cool. It's not cool. It's actually very lame.
All right. Well, your call, Magpie. You are the host.
So I'm gonna.
But I do have a word ready, and I would like to say it because I'm hyped up already. I was really hyped to say my word, and now you're taking that away from me. I'm quite cheesed, to be honest.
I would very much love to take this moment away from you, but seeing as this is the last one that will probably ever be.
My word is shrimp. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Shrimp again.
No, it ain't. No, you're not kidding because that is your word. That's the last one.
That's fine. That's fine. I understand. I get it, Your Honor.
Did you have one, Emma?
Yeah, roasted
All right.
is mine.
Cool. And mine was obviously die because I'm killing this bit. Okay.
Okay. Well,
let's get a blurb. Does anybody have a blurb?
Can we get a new? Okay, so we're gonna get a blurb, but I want to start a new bit.
Oh, God.
And the new bit is to find the best comment in the comment section of whatever site we're using to watch this anime.
Well, I did kill that before.
We did also kill that bit before the episode.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I killed it before I even came in the room. No, I just left.
Behind you.
I just left the website, so I gotta find it again. Does anybody have a blurb while I do that?
Yes, I have got one right here. Several thousand years after a mysterious phenomenon that turns all of humanity to stone, the extraordinarily intelligent, science-driven boy Senku Ishigami awakens. Facing a world of stone and the total collapse of civilization, Senku makes up his mind to use science to rebuild the world, starting with his super strong childhood friend Taiju Oki, who awakened at the same time. They will begin to rebuild civilization from nothing.
The show seems to be more about Taiju.
It seems more about Taiju, which I was weird about the blurb there.
It was a protagonist fake out. Was that they set up Taiji to be the protagonist, but then all the credit, the show's named after Senku, and also he's like featured in the credits a lot.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a Hellboy thing, right? Like the movies, because like it's like titled Hellboy, and Hellboy's like the feature, but it's like actually about the little James McAvoy type who's in that film, who's not James McAvoy. This is getting away from me a bit, but that's okay.
I couldn't reel you back because I'd never seen the Hellboy movies. Have you noticed that Senku has his hair looks like leeks?
He looks like a spring onion.
All right, here's my explanation for having said roasted. When you roast a vegetable over a fire, it looks like shit, but on the inside, it's good. And that's how I feel about this show. I hate the designs more than life itself, but it wasn't as bad as it looked.
They're so intense. Like, okay, so nobody
I love the way that Taiju screamed everything that he said.
Like, nobody looks like Senku. Everybody else looks kind of normal, seemingly, thus far. Like they have normal colored hair and eyes and stuff, and their hair doesn't stand up, 2 feet above their head.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, they all look like, okay, I'm gonna say this is a universe of people who from Baki the Grappler who are not wrestlers. That's what we're looking at here.
Looking at a whole universe of Bakiground characters.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Man.
Fuck.
I feel like this anime lies between like it's on the kaiji scale, it's a bit in the middle in terms of like the designs being very aggressive.
Yeah, everybody and everybody has like an intensity level comparative to the Pigman from Demon Slayer, which is pretty impressive.
Anyway, throughout my notes, I just kept calling Senku celery head,
Yeah, just Leak Man,
leek boy, succulent head.
ramp dude.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how this was an isekai?
This is an interesting twist on the premise. It is another world, but it's the same world.
Yeah, but it's in the future, so it's
Yeah.
still an isekai.
So it's I don't know.
And to be honest, I didn't dislike it.
I think it's a much more
Because-
palatable form of the isekai.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Do you guys like this show? Because
I enjoyed it.
I kind of like the show.
I liked the show. It has the same sort of like weird appeal as those YouTube channels where people like live out in the woods and they like make houses out of dirt and stuff.
This is Primitive Technology, the anime.
Well, that's not why I like it, because I do have some problems with that. For instance, what they made was not wine. Let's be real. That's not wine. I've made wine. That's not wine. That's poison.
You just crush up berries and leave it, huh?
Yeah, you just crush it and leave it in a pot and stir it up for 3 weeks. It's just like, no, that is not what you do.
That's kombucha.
But oh boy. That's a
Yeah,
rough
I don't know.
one.
My anger of it being an isekai was overridden by the intrigue of it being what's it called? Primitive Technology, the anime, which I do enjoy.
It's got primitive technology and it actually has an interesting premise.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like it doesn't fuck around. There's no exposition at all at the front of it. It's just like, oh shit, everybody turned to stone for 3,500 years.
That's why this anime felt so nice to watch. Because there wasn't a fucking 3-minute intro sequence of like white background and text and someone explaining, this
Yeah.
people turned to stone. They just showed you that people turned to stone.
They showed and didn't tell.
Yeah, it worked great.
Wow.
That's good.
Who knew that show don't tell was a good protocol to follow when you're making a show?
Who knew?
And if you're gonna start with a limited cast of characters and that there are only 2 fucking humans at this point,
Yeah.
they have chosen basically the correct characters to tell this story with.
Yeah, they've chosen some interesting characters.
They've chosen charming dipshit
Mhm.
and science bastard man,
Yeah.
because he is a bastard man. And they don't-
It's like a character with high charisma and low intelligence, and a character with low charisma and high intelligence.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I think you
Try
have
to
to
restart the world.
I think you have to have high charisma to invest in that amount of like hair frivolity,
That's true.
but
I don't know
and
about
red
that.
eyes.
I didn't notice he had red eyes.
Oh yes, they have blood red eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
blood-red
definitely
eyes.
the protagonist.
I would really
And-
love it if nobody else was like that and everybody was like relatively normal people.
Yeah, if everybody else just like looked regular.
They just had like brown hair.
I don't know if you all watched through to the end credits, but the end credits did spoil a couple of other characters who appear, and oh boy,
Most of them look kinda normal. Kinda.
some of them look not very normal.
There's that one. I saw at least one guy who looked like the purple haired motherfucker from Bleach that never opens his eyes.
Oh God.
Yeah. So that's a bad sign on that account. But I don't know. Yeah, we were talking about it. It's just like it's a problem for us when the show is good.
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
less-
But I do have a
there's
lot
less
to say,
talk about.
actually.
I do have
Okay,
some things to
good.
talk about. So, do you want to go first, or should I?
I thought it was very funny and very on the nose that his shirt had E equals MC square written on
How
it.
could you? It didn't come like that. This guy woke up after 3,700 years of solitude, and he thought, I'm gonna make my own clothes, and with EMC equals square times on it.
It's even worse than that because yes, he put down the theory of relativity, which, by the way, for his entire lifetime, if they're rebuilding society, will have no relevance.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's.
But he
it's-
also made the caveman equivalent of a lab coat for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he wants to It's self-expression, you know.
He wants his first priority was to serve looks, and then his second priority was to save mankind.
Yeah.
The most important thing about being a scientist is that everybody knows that you're a scientist.
Yeah, there's no other important factor. I did find it funny though was that when Taiju was like, "You did this all on your own?" I was expecting the camera to like turn around and he had built like a fucking skyscraper or some shit, or
No,
like
he
something
did.
completely ridiculous.
He put like
And
a
then I s-
relatively normal shelter that somebody
It's
like
just
me
a-
could put together in a couple of weeks. You know,
It's just a
It was
shed.
like, oh,
it's just like an okay shed with a ladder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
let's
mean,
see.
when I was in high school, I don't know that I could. I feel like I would be very surprised if someone that I went to high school with had built over the course of 6 months a shed.
That's very true.
That's an
actually.
accomplishment.
Like,
Oh, man.
wow.
I'm gonna tell you what,
He
I
did
probably
that.
would have figured out wine a lot faster.
That would have been the first thing.
That would have been Magpie's first priority.
So yeah, I have some things here, mostly about what is his name? It's
Taiju.
Taiju,
Okay, I
Yeah.
keep trying to say taijutsu, which is
which is
Joey
Something else.
brainwashed me with remembering Naruto. But,
Oh man.
Anyway, some things about Taiju. Taiju has a crush on a girl. That's admirable.
Yeah.
They even managed to sneak the meet cute in, which is
Mhm.
pretty impressive for an anime. They usually don't bother.
Mhm.
I think they. You mean the thing where they both go to the vet because they
Yeah.
have the stone birds? I thought that was a really good place to put it.
Yeah, that's
Like-
you know that's well written.
It was really
Yes.
well done.
But anyway, has a crush on a girl. Okay. I don't know about the consciousness of everybody while they're in stone, but he appears to have remained conscious for 3,500 years thinking about this girl.
3,700 years.
Yes. The other guy counted for that long. Both of these
Mhm.
people are dreadfully insane by this point.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Even fucking Cars from JoJo eventually stopped thinking. And he was a
They-
pillar man.
Yeah, they busted out pretty well adjusted, all things considered.
But anyway, he's thought
I mean, it
about
might be
her.
one of those things. It might be one of the things where, like, if you're hanging out, and like, if you're waiting for like something, all that time sort of compresses into a small, like, in your memory. You know, like if you're
Right.
thinking about the same thing over and over and over again, it's like your brain doesn't have time to like break.
You would certainly hope that there was some sort of difference in the perception of time here.
Yeah.
But anyway, he spends 3,500 years, some odd, more or less, depending on perception.
3,700 years.
I
I have
don't
this
need
written
you-
down, which is why I'm correcting you.
I don't need you to do that.
I'll do it anyway. No,
Thinks about her for several thousand years. That's gonna put a kind of a weird edge in their relationship if he manages to wake her up.
Gonna be a little bit strange when she finally wakes up and he's gonna be like,
Like he did. This is my favorite bit.
alive is for you.
I don't know if it's necessarily called this or if I just picked it up from Kaguya. He did a wall down to a statue girl. That's
Damn.
A what? Sorry?
Well,
A wall down?
it's sort of a technique where you very quickly put your arm up. You've seen it in anime, right? You've seen it in some of the anime we've watched, where
Yes.
you put your arm up on the wall.
Oh, that!
Yeah, exactly, and you stare down at the girl.
Oh, and she was a statue. Oh, I get it now.
She was a statue. Also, him mentioning the other guy's name that he saw while he was out. He saw the statue of the guy he recognized. The strongest primate high school.
Yeah.
I wrote that down too,
Wake.
and I'm like,
Wake him up immediately.
Wake him up.
I need to know what he is. He's just the
know.
guy from Baki again. He's the fucking Iceman from Baki.
he looked like a metal.
We can't talk. We cannot
I'm
talk
sorry.
about Pickle from Baki. Kabedon is the Japanese term, by the way, for the wall slapping thing. I couldn't pull it for like 5 minutes. I was
a good old wall slapper.
Yeah.
That's the sequel to Hand Touchers 2, is Wall Slapper.
Good lord. I don't know. I was introduced to it as a wall down, but just think about trying to localize that idea into English.
Sure.
It's
The
not
wall
something
slap.
we typically do here.
No. It's kind of freaky.
I have a few things. I have a dragon dick
Okay.
moment, but I'll leave that to the end.
Sure.
I thought, sorry, I just want to get finally this joke out here because when Taiji woke up and he is looking around for his honey and he finds his honey who's still a statue, and I was like, oh my god, is she gonna wake up and it's gonna be an Adam and Eve allegory? I'm not sure I'm ready for that. And then he meets his science friend, his celery head, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Adam and Steve.
And then they're just like, yeah, this is like an Adam and Eve situation. Then later he's just like, we can't really repopulate, we just do.
It's not really gonna be an
not-
Adam and
that's
Eve
not-
situation. I know what I said earlier.
Hey, this could be an MPreg anime. You never know.
This ain't really gonna happen. I don't have the technology to make this happen.
Not yet, anyway.
That's I thought I got through all my notes, but I did see one that's really important. Is I want to know what happened to everybody's clothes.
It just decayed.
It seems like
Did they not turn to stone with them? Because I swore I saw some of the statues with their clothes turned to stone. The girls' headphones.
Oh, yeah, the girls' headphones appear to have turned into sort of seashells in a fun way.
Maybe some animals, some sort of sea creatures grew inside of the headphones.
That's horrifying.
Maybe her whole
It is.
skull is just full of hermit crabs now.
Oh my god!
This is we've gone to a very Junji Ito place.
Yeah,
It's already horrifying because they stay conscious the whole time.
Yeah, that was like I didn't know that about Dr. Stone. It was very refreshing to hear. Aaron Dismuke is the voice actor for Dr. Stone in the English. I've already forgotten his actual name, so I'm just gonna call him Dr. Stone. Aaron Dismuke. Most of you guys would know him as Alphonse Elric from the original FMA. He was the little boy who voiced Alphonse, and he's all grown up and he's still doing voice acting, and I love him.
Oh my gosh, that was my first anime that I watched.
That's an alright place to start.
Yeah, it's good, and he's only gotten better. He was already great in Fullmetal Alchemist, and now it's just I don't know. It's just nice to hear him.
Yeah, the dub quality here was a lot better than I was actually expecting.
Yeah, shockingly good, right?
It worked. Even though Taiju screamed every one of his lines, they were pleasant.
They were pleasant. Even the girl sounded normal and good, which you can never really say about an anime character.
Yeah, it sounded like a person.
Yeah, they didn't make her do like the Stephanie Shea thing where she sounds like this.
Please don't do that.
That sounds like fucking salad fingers.
God. No, we're not going to talk about salad fingers. Fuck that.
So you guys are talking about the dub quality, but I guess they they had to, I guess, stick to the source material. But I did notice that everyone talks so on the nose on this show. Like the part where he's like, what are these berries? I don't know. Only way to find out, get in my belly. It was
Get in my.
Get in my
I
belly.
now
That
I
is
read.
a weird pull.
I was about to say I read that as a reference to fucking Austin Powers.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Austin Powers, Blackle? Do they have it in Canada?
Yeah.
They do have Austin. They do have Austin Powers in Canada. And I believe that Mike Myers is Canadian.
I'm sorry. Fuck, I'm
Why?
so sorry.
Anyway, I didn't. It didn't even occur to me that they would make an Austin Powers reference in this anime dub.
Well, that's the thing, is localization is done by strange people.
Yes.
Because that implies that Taiju has watched,
Taiju
Austin
has seen Austin Powers and will
or it's a meta
recreate it.
reference.
He
from
will recreate
creators.
it.
He will recreate it in the new society.
That's his
Maybe
goal.
this is like
He's-
his favorite show.
Oh my god, he's gonna create like a series of myths like the
Fuck.
children in Mad Max 3, you know, from the before times in the long, long ago.
It's gonna be like Be Kind Rewind, but Plato's allegory of the cave.
Oh my god.
Fuck me, that's good.
Oh, it's real good. I had another thing that I didn't write down, but I thought of, which is why humans and birds?
I
Right?
don't know.
What else? Deer were obviously still fine.
Deer made it.
Deer made it.
Deer.
I guess we're gonna find that out. Maybe.
Maybe whoever made the stone, maybe whoever made the stone machine was testing on birds first, and then they did it to humans.
I mean, yeah, maybe that.
Maybe
You know what? That
it's-
with as few plot details as we know about the wave of petrification, yeah, that's a possibility.
Speaking of which, I had a funny thought, which was that right when he goes to what's the name of the girl that he's got a crush on anyway? I completely forgot.
I don't know.
I've also forgotten.
Anyway,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not
Like I
wrong.
said, I'm usually
Anyway, the
good at
lady,
that.
the woman, the honey that he goes up
Yes.
to confess his love to. I was like, what if him about to confessing his love to her is what triggered everyone turning into stone?
Yeah. He was
I've-
so goddamn nervous about it that it turned the whole world to stone.
It was such a train wreck that God turned it off.
It was
Yeah,
like,
he
oh,
said-
fuck this.
He said, I'll give you a minute.
It's just like you need to cool down. Put
Um,
him in the penalty box.
yeah. He did.
Yuzuriha, I think is her name. But
I'm
I
never
gonna
remember
couldn't
that.
expect you all to remember that.
No, I had a few other things that I thought were funny, like the way that the celery head kept saying like super sciencey words, like it's 1,000,000,000 to 1, or like I won't let you do it for 1 millimeter or whatever it was.
Yeah,
And like he was
he's
saying,
very
he was
committed to
talking
the
about
magic system.
he was talking about pheromones, and it was like, oh man, is Taiji gonna turn into one juicy boy after he drinks this love potion? But turns out it was poison.
Yeah, it was
He
just
was
gasoline.
offering his friend
It's
poison.
gasoline.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. I was super relieved that it was gasoline, because if it had gone the other way, it was gonna be a real bad show.
Yeah, if it really had been horny juice.
It was gonna be a real fucked up, ethically questionable anime.
Oh,
That's-
for sure.
Yeah,
You know,
That's the-
as per fucking usual.
that's my first
Yeah.
priority in the stone apocalypse. As soon as I wake up, I gotta remake the horny juice.
I gotta make more of it.
Speaking of which, can I bring up my dragon dick moment?
Sure.
Oh,
How
God.
soon do you think it took for him to jerk off after coming out of the stone?
I don't know, a couple days. Once you've,
Yeah.
you gotta acquire some basic necessities first.
Oh man, that's the weird thing, is that the original Maslow's hierarchy has sex at the bottom. I do not understand.
Wait, first? You
Yes,
gotta fuck
it's
first?
at the bottom. It's at the
That's-
bone. I don't get it.
Wow.
You gotta, buddy, you gotta die. You gotta not die before that.
Don't fucking understand what Maslow was thinking when he put sex in the same category as shelter, sleep, food, and water.
Well, he was
Yeah, I
obvious-
get it.
He was obviously thinking about big fat asses.
He's like, need that booty.
It's just like
Need that booty like water.
it's just like I gotta finish my scholarship paper, but oh god.
God.
I'm going on hentai boards tonight, he thought.
Matt's like,
I can't.
No,
believe
I'm not.
that-
I don't know enough about Maslow to make these jokes.
I don't know. I think that I don't know what. I think he was like early 20th century psychology. He definitely was into some weird shit.
Yeah.
For certain. Like
Yeah, it's gotta be
he's cut from the same cloth as Freud. So yeah, that's everything's off the table.
He's gonna be he's hanging out with Young. They're doing unethical stuff to their patients. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So who knows? But yeah, so I that's my dragon dick moment. I think I got a few other things. Like I thought it very funny that his last words before being turned into stone were the famous "What the hell?"
Nani?
I also was perplexed and amazed at how ripped he was.
Oh, this is gonna be a show where everybody's ripped.
Except for the science dude.
The science dude will also be ripped.
Science dude is sort of ripped for speed and not for bulk, it seems. But I respect Taiju for surviving on pure horny alone.
Yeah.
For staying sane solely because he needed
He needs it.
to get that.
He needs to satisfy his hierarchy of needs.
He needs
He's hard as rock.
On
okay?
Maslow, we gonna get you some pussy, bro.
I appreciated that, Blackle. All right,
I'm
let's add some. Let's get back on track here. Let's ask the traditional question. Will you watch more of this?
I fully intend to immediately after this.
All right.
Wow.
I'll watch some more. It seems cool.
Very quick turnaround. It does seem cool. Again, I would classify this under our sort of popcorn anime thing. I'm not as deeply invested in it as, say, some of the other things that we may have seen on the show, but
yeah. To be honest, though, sorry, Emma. I feel like I have interrupted you more on the show than I ever had in my entire life, and I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Anyway, I'm like, it occurred to me that I'm very fearful that this show is just going to turn into like Survivor or like some kind of like thing where like because it is a civilization building thing, there might be some like in-group troubles, and I'm like, I'm not ready for that.
Well, it's either got to go one of two ways. It's got to be like they wake up everybody and there's drama in the group of people that they awaken, or somebody else breaks out and it becomes competition. But
because I imagine they're going to be some. What was the super primate guy? I feel like he's gonna come out and just start shit.
he's gonna come out and do a backbreaker to the first person that he sees.
Yeah. They're gonna fucking they're gonna wake up the strongest primate high schooler and he's gonna pounce on Dr. Stone and crack him open like a coconut.
I mean, like, what if Taiju and Celery Head are the only two people who were able to like survive the mental trauma of 3,700 years, and everyone else is just fucking like completely nuts and bonkers and wants to destroy everything.
Everybody else is fucking cave people.
They're gonna wake him up and Jerry Lawler's just gonna appear from the trees and go, "My God, he's broken him in half."
Man.
Or was it JR that said that? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's an anime podcast.
I'm going to watch more of this cool show and wait for emails from you fine folks out there in your homes.
Out in the great blue yonder.
Listening to the sound of my voice while I check the email.
While you do that, I know that you ixnayed my bit idea, but I did want to point out something that I saw in the comments, which I found very funny. by a commenter known as the real Naruto Uzumaki.
Cool.
That's his username.
Oh, it's him?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's actually him. He's there.
He's really there.
He's really there, but he wanted to say that he's quoting the anime and saying, "I'm going to survive this even if it kills me." That didn't hit me when he said it in the anime. I see nothing wrong with what he said. He says,
Cool.
Wow.
Just getting a bunch of notifications from Twitter that I shouldn't be getting in the business email. So
Fun.
that's cool. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Gonna have to check our email settings, our notification settings on twitter.com.
But if you want to send me something that isn't fake or inappropriate, then you can send it to oneepisodecast@gmail.com. That's one the word.
Not the number. You can also reach us on Twitter at oneepisodecast. Again, one the word, not the number. Like I said last time, I'm usually checking it, and if someone else happens to be in control, I am not liable for what they may say.
We have recently committed to make the Twitter a little more active. We're retweeting some quality shit posts to it. If you're interested in such things,
It's a fun Twitter.
it's a good time. I am just waiting for the day that one of us gets into a horrifying argument with somebody on it. It'll be real good.
You know, drama is good for business.
It is.
That's why they killed Mr. Nut.
I'm gonna wait. That woke up the primate in me.
Shake
I'm gonna
off
come
the
crack
dog.
you open
Like a nut.
like a cocoa nut.
All right, that's enough.